Hey, how you guys doing? So this is a special one for the Sega Genesis Mini collection, or celebration I should say. I always mess that up. But this is Phantasy Star IV, the end of the millennium. I think the subtitle is the end of the millennium. You would think that this is one of my favorite games of all time, that I would know at least a subtitle, but nah. Alright, the end of the millennium, I was right. Alright, here we go. And I don't really like to talk about personal stuff in these during these little quick looks, but I have to address the echo. I just moved, and there's not a lot of like furniture in here or anything. I have like a little office now, and so what I'm planning on doing is just putting some foam on the walls and some little sound deadening foam, and we'll see how that works out. But right now, pretty much the floors are hardwood. The other place it was carpet, so that kind of helped and dampen the echo a little bit. But yeah, sucks that this is the game where we're gonna have janky sound. But sorry about that, guys. Anyway, hope you guys can deal with it. We're gonna go ahead and get started. And this is Phantasy Star IV, one of my favorite RPGs of all times, one of my favorite games of all times. For the Sega Genesis Mini celebration. Here we go. And we start off with Chaz, or somebody talking to Chaz, who is the main character, with a little bowl cut. You'll see in a minute. She's showing him the ropes. He's a little squire, little trainee, and she's just showing him how to hunt monsters. And this is all auto right here to just kind of I'm just gonna go ahead and kind of breeze past all this this talking, a little bit of the talking anyway. So for those of you who don't know the story of Phantasy Star, it started with this girl named Alice. And I think her name was Alice. Man, it's been a long time since I played these games, but so anyway, she was on the planet Palma, or Palm. And I don't want to spoil too much, but about 2,000 or 3,000 years have passed since then. A lot of stuff has happened throughout the stories, Phantasy Star 1, 2, and even 3. And see, this girl's name is Alice, but it's spelled different. So let me go ahead and talk to her real quick. Now I'm controlling the game. And this is your typical turn-based RPG. Do I go down here? Yeah, here we go. All right. I think this guy's name is Dr. Lutz, this statue. I think his name is Lutz. Here we go. Press C to, Dr. Lubitz. Lutz is, I think, the guy from Phantasy Star 1. The blue hair, I think. Or is he the guy from this one with the blue hair? I don't know. Like I said, man, it's been like, it's probably been like 20 years since I played this game. Dr. Lubitz. I think this guy was from the first game. Anyway, let's get this going. Yep, a person from 2,000 years ago. I'm pretty sure he's from the first game. I know at one point in part 2, somebody invents some chewing gum. I hate this echo, man. It's distracting to me. But yeah, somebody. Well, why can't I go, man? What's up? Oh yeah, I gotta. Okay, yeah, I gotta talk to somebody. But what was I saying? Oh, somebody invented some kind of chewing gum in the second game so that the whole party can breathe underwater. And I guess they chew the bubble gum and it goes around their head so that they can breathe underwater. They have a little oxygen supply. I don't know if that was Dr. Lubitz that invented that chewing gum, or was it somebody from part 1. And so, okay, here we go. I think we go up in here. Yeah. Wait, this is where I came from. Okay, we go in here. Yeah. What is this guy? His name is Hans, I think. He's freaking out. Oh man, he won't let me pass. Okay. Okay. Obviously can't go this way. Wait a minute. Nope, not in here. Oh man, this sucks, man. I want to see as much as this game as possible, man. I don't want to be messing around, being lost. Yeah, up in here, this is where I go. All right. I love these little comic strip little cutscenes. I'm just gonna jam past this. If you guys really want to see this, you can pause it. But I really want to see as much of this game as possible with the time that we have. I want to show you guys the battle system. Won't have any time to see a new area, but or like we'll probably see like a new town and stuff like that. I want you to see as many characters as we can get in here too. So basically, I didn't read any of that, but from what I remember, there's some monsters that the principal wants you to get rid of. So now we're gonna go back up here, or down here, I mean, and talk to Hans, I believe his name is. All right, you're the hunters, really? Yes, we are. Okay, he's gonna join us. My name is Han. Okay, not Hans with an S, but Han, singular Han. All right, come on. Yep, very interesting. I didn't read any of that, but I believe he is just trying to figure out what's going on. He wants to investigate what's going on or something like that. Yeah, I just saw the word investigate. And Alice is cold-blooded. So I'm assuming that he wants them to escort him, but he's actually a good fighter himself, so he's an asset to us. But you know, she got to make that money. Here we go. All right, we got command, we got macro. I forgot what that is. Let's see what that is. Oh, that's what macro. Okay, so that is basically, yeah, you can set all these to basically a macro and make the battle quicker for you. Command. Here we go. We got just straight up attack, magic. I think this is special attack. Yes. See, you only have 5 of those. Magic. Got my magic, and I got, you know, it spends magic points, items, and you can block. So here you go. She has a boomerang, I think. Yeah. He has a sword. And Han has a knife, I believe. Yep. Oh, it looks like he has a knife right now, too. A little dagger. So if I do macro, they all attack. And I can set that if I want to have, like, you know, Hans do some magic, or have, you know, Alice always do her little, I don't know, whatever magic she does, or combine. I want her to use items or whatever, man. I never used it, but you know, it's better to have it than not, right? As long as it doesn't get in the way. Set that Mac, and there you go. I just want them all to attack right now. Yeah, so this whole series is about space exploration, and there is the Dark Force, Dark Foss, or whatever, is like a constant villain. Not really a, well, yeah, he's definitely a villain, but not like the wahaha type villain. You know what I mean? He's just a force, an evil force that's always there, and it is in every Phantasy Star, and it is just causing turmoil. I forgot what his motivation is, but it's always there, and it's always, messing people up. So, part one, they start off on like an Earth planet. There's an Earth planet, Palma. There's the ice planet, Desolus or something like that. And then Mesota, I think it's called Mesota, is the, got my little level up, is the desert planet. So like a Mars. People, people started off on Palma, or Palm, which is the Earth planet, lush green planet with oceans and all that. And that's where Alice from part one started off. And eventually they go to the next planet they go to is Mesota or Mesita or something like that. But it's been a long time. But okay, now here we're fighting a boss, and that's the desert planet that they're on, that we're on right now. So Chaz and Alice and all these guys were obviously, they were born on Mesota, on the desert planet. Let me see if I can heal. Oh man, Sander, Shift Foy. I have no idea what this stuff means anymore. Oh, Res. Res is restoration. So that one I recognize. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and do the Foy, whatever that did. But I'm gonna res Chaz because he needs healing, and I hope Han has it as well. Good stuff. Okay, that worked. And so yeah, they were born on Meseta, I think it was called. Anyway, they were born on the desert planet. They were already a race of people that were here, but they looked different. They looked like Ewoks from Star Wars. And you get one of those in your party as well. Spoiler alert. The first time that's ever happened, you don't get one in any other Phantasy Star except for this one. And part three is like the black sheep of the series. People don't really like. A lot of people don't like part three. I liked it, but it's really different. You could tell it almost seems like it was a different. It started off as a different game, and then they decided to just kind of midway through call it Phantasy Star and adopt some of the Phantasy Star gameplay and what they call it, tropes or whatever, and story beats. But it was about some refugees that left Palma, and they're kind of just floating through space, but their spaceship is a huge, it's like different worlds. Their spaceship consists of like a whole bunch of orbs connected together, like flat Earths or whatever. And so there's a desert one, there's an ice one, there's like a lush green one. You know what I mean? They're all connected. And you go through different generations. So you'll start off with one guy named Rise. I might be saying his name wrong, but back then they didn't talk, so I mean, whatever it sounds like when you look at it, that's what it is. And so he is like a prince, and his bride gets stolen. And it was really weird. It was just like, it went really medieval. More medieval than the other. Phantasy Star was always futuristic. Even though they used swords and stuff and they had magic, it was rooted in sci-fi more than fantasy. And but Phantasy Star 3 seemed like it was more fantasy. There wasn't really that much technology at all in the game, except for a couple of characters that were robots, and the actual ship that they're flying in. But it was very kingdoms and castles, and whereas the rest of the Phantasy Star series has never been about that. That's why I say it seems like it's a totally different game that halfway through they decided to, call Phantasy Star. And so, his bride gets stolen, and eventually you find her. But then there's another girl that you can that you meet and you spend time with, and you have to decide which one that you want to marry. And you make that decision, and whichever girl you choose, you have a kid. And in a couple of cases, or one case, you have a set of twins. But depending on what girl you pick, you have a different kid. And in that kid, they just skip straight to him or her as an adult, and now that is your main character. And that's such an amazing idea, man. And nobody's that I know of, no other game has, or at least no other, mainstream game has ever done anything like that ever since. But it was really cool. The battle system went back to Phantasy Star 1, where it has that Dragon Quest style, like you can't see the character at all. Like in this one, Phantasy Star 4, you see the characters on screen. Phantasy Star 2, you see the characters on screen, but part 1 and part 3, you don't see the characters at all. You just see the enemy on screen, and you see like the little stripe going across the enemy, or the screen shakes when, or turns red or whatever when you get hit. So, but I like Phantasy Star 3. And so now we have Phantasy Star 4. And then on the box it says I still have the box for it too. It says the grand finale, or the explosive finale. And they weren't lying, man. Usually, boxes will say something similar to that, and they will have a part 5, 6, 7, 8. Like Final Fantasy, for instance, that was supposed to be the final game that Squaresoft was supposed to make, and it turned out what are we on now? Final Fantasy 15. So, and there's a lot more than just 15 Final Fantasies. So, yeah, they really meant it when they said the explosive finale on the box of Phantasy Star 4, because there has never been another Phantasy Star game ever made ever again, and there probably never will be. And to be honest with you, I kind of don't want Sega to make another Phantasy Star. I want this just to end how it is. I know there's the Phantasy Star Online, but that's something totally different. I don't see that as the same at all. It's just the same in name. That's it, and a few spells. But I would like this series to just let this be it. I don't know. Maybe I do like remakes though. If they can give it like the Final Fantasy VII remake treatment, I would love that. Just do the whole series like that. That would be amazing. But I have no idea what we're doing. I just know we got to do it. We're just going to this town. I'm just going off straight memory. Vague memory. Can't cross that. Oh, but yeah, going back to why I don't want Sega to make another Phantasy Star. Well, I want this to be the last one. A lot of people probably won't agree with me, but Sega's, and like most companies, they're totally different than how they were back in the day. Back in these days, from what is this, 94 or something like that. They won't make this. They'll make something else, which could be good, but I don't know. I don't think that. I personally don't think I'll like it. Whatever they come up with. it won't be this. It'll be something totally different. Let me just do that macro. This guy's almost dead. Yeah, I don't know. I just feel like it'd be generic anime characters. I mean, these are anime characters too, and kind of generic for the time, but I don't know. I just don't think they would have that same feel if they had a Phantasy Star V or whatever. And this ended so well, man. You'll see when you guys play this and hopefully finish it. Man, this has such closure, man. Such a great closure to it. It wraps everything up and it's done. A lot of great stuff happens along the way as well. All right, here we go. Everybody's turned to stone. Look at this. Monomate. I think that's healing stuff. I think. So it either gives me health or magic, restores my magic. And it looks like Chaz is almost due for a refresh on his magic. Look at this guy. Dang. Oh, Chaz is down to 13 hit points. We gotta top him off real quick with some healing. He can survive. Ooh, that took off 7. Ooh. You got an antidote. All right. So let's see. How do we? I want to use my tech. Tech is magic. Chaz has a res. Let's use it on Chaz. All right. Oh, they gave me 21. All right. How much did I use? He used 3, so he has no more. Han's turn to heal some people up. Alice, she's very experienced, so she has 53 hit points. And Han is good for now, man. He's only down 8, so we'll just let him chill for a minute. Professor Holt, no, not you, Professor Holt. Dang, she is just dirty. He called her a devil. He's not wrong. So I think pretty soon we're gonna meet the blue-haired guy. I think his name is Lutz. Do I go down here? Is it down here? And Lutz is the, I think his name is Lutz. I don't want to call him, the wrong name, but I don't want to confuse people, but he's a magic user of the group. And he has, dude, they take up so much power, or so much hit points. Yeah, these guys need to die like right now, man. We don't have time to be messing around with these guys. Oh man, he doesn't have any, so heal. And then you are going to be my designated healer for right now, Han. Alright, let's heal this guy up real quick. Tech. Han. Rez. Chaz. I hope I wasn't supposed to go on the right side of that lake, man. That would suck if I have to go all the way back up. Another thing that's cool to it, god dang, that's, woo. Another thing that's cool though is Yeah, kill that little frog thing, man. That thing is... That's not... Yeah, it didn't really do much to her, but... Yeah, keep hitting her then, because that thing tore Han up. Chaz increase. Wait, no, don't move, don't move, don't move. Here we go. Okay, I went the right way. Yeah, I almost want to run, man. This is that green thing scares me. That praying mantis, locusta. I'm gonna rock it. I'm gonna rock it. Wait. You do that crazy. Do it on him. You. What do you got? Earth. Do it on him. What do you have? Vision? I have no idea what that is. We'll do that. Ooh. I have no idea what that did. Probably debuffed him or something. Excuse me. All right, we'll just go ahead and just do our regular stuff. He should be almost dead. The green guy, Lacusta. There we go. Come on, Han, man. Start hitting the gym or something. All right. Nah, let's not do that. Yeah, let's do it, man. Whatever. Woo. One more macro. Dang, Chaz ain't playing. All right, there's a town right there. But let me go ahead and tech up real quick. Let's see, Han definitely needs that 11. Oh, he leveled up because now it's giving me more. I think. All right, we're good. Han is depleted of magic. Molcom. All right, here we go. Did I say his name was Lutz? Let's see. L-U-T-Z. Rune. Okay. Lutz is the guy from the first game. The guy looks just like him from part 1. Zio. Zio is a Sephiroth of this game. Sephiroth being the main bad guy from Final Fantasy VII. With the long hair and the long sword. I don't remember if everybody has a theme song, but I have a feeling that this is Rune's theme song. I loved it, man, when games, you watch a game or a movie or something, or anime or something like that, and characters have their theme songs. All right, so he's in my party now. I'm sure he's got to have some kind of healing stuff too, right? I don't want to look around. I have no idea where. Oh, now I know where to go. I think we go to that one town that I went to that was by that desert that I couldn't get past. Let me do the macro. Let's just see what Rune has up his sleeve. Dang, he's got a lot of tech points. Hey, he's stronger than Han. Alright, if this guy survives this round, I'm gonna use Rune's... Dang. I'm gonna use Rune's magic. I wanna see what Rune can do. magically. Han, just go ahead, hit Rune. I want to see. We'll see what Hune and Flyleaf. Okay. I'm gonna hit him with that Gra. Woo! Woo! 71. That Gra is no joke. Oh, I'm loving that Gra. And I think this game, like, you'll have like, oh, these are the guys that hit hard. Oh man, I don't want to die. But like you'll start off with like Gra, and then it'll be like, I'm just making up the names right now, but it's something like the next version it'd be like Higra or something like that, and it'd be like a stronger version. And then like the final version it'd be like Higraza or something like that. Alright, let's see. I don't want to do the macro because I don't want Chaz to die, man. Chaz is going to die. But he doesn't have any, any tech points. And neither does Han. But Han has, that vision, forget that. I need to give him the little hit point, or tech point healing, or item for their, to replenish their tech points. Alright, let's see. Magic. I want to hit Gra. Hit him with Gra. That's what we're gonna do. Ooh, and it hits double. Ooh, okay. Man, I can't wait to play this game again. All right, let's heal these guys up. Use items. Shoot, it doesn't tell you what does what. Monomate. Let's use it. Let's use it on Han. No, let's use it on Chaz because he needs hit points and tech points. So I wanted to heal the tech points, because the tech points, by using the tech points, we can give him hit points. But if it gives him hit points, he needs that anyway. So we'll go ahead and do that. Monomate is used and hit points. Okay, we really needed tech points, but I guess it doesn't matter. He didn't really have a lot of tech points to begin with. At least now we know that Monomate is for healing, not tech points. Antidote. I'm not poisoned or anything, so dang, how do I replenish my tech points then? Alright, wait. I still need to heal these guys though, and I don't think Rune has any healing items. He has all attack items, or attack spells, I mean. We can power through it. We can power through. Oh man, that thing didn't do anything to Rune. So he must have amazing. Oh wow, I think I was meant to level up, like grind a little bit, because look at it, I just noticed Rune's hit points. Alice started at like 53 hit points. Chaz started with like 30 something hit points, and Rune is like up there in the 90s. So yeah, I think we kind of rushed through a little bit more than we were supposed to. We're supposed to grind a little bit, I believe, but hey, we fought every enemy so far. We haven't ran from a fight yet. So I think that should stand for something, right? And we are leveling up, so I think we're doing all right. I just hope I'm going the right way to get to that town as quickly as possible. Got a new enemy. Alright, we'll go this way. Oh, here we go. Alright, we made it. Wait, this wasn't the town we were supposed to go to. You know what? Let's heal up real quick. I'll show you guys what the end sounds like when you sleep. 40 Meseta. I think I called the desert world Meseta. That's the money. I think I called it Meseta earlier. I don't know what this world is called. So anyway, I think shit. Where do we want to go? I don't know. We'll find it. Oh, and in case you guys are wondering, so Phantasy Star 1, that was on the Sega Master System, which nobody owned. And so Phantasy Star 2, 3, and 4 were all on the Sega Genesis. It's pretty crazy that the majority of the system, 75% of the system, was on one console. But yeah, as a kid, I had that. I never had a Sega Master System, but I had that. I found a power base converter, which was a little thing that you put on top of your Sega Genesis, and you could put Sega Master System games in there. I found one of those at a pawn shop, and so I bought that and went back and played. And they also had a copy of Phantasy Star and Alex Kidd, so I bought those two and played them. I never finished Phantasy Star 1 though. I actually never finished it. That's the only Phantasy Star I never finished. And I love the idea of it. I loved a lot about it. Did I just come from up here? But I just didn't like the 3D dungeons. I'm glad they abandoned that concept. They were just really, really confusing. I don't believe you had like a mini map or anything like that. You're just everything. It sucked because everything looked the same. You know, you had no idea where you were at, and that kind of made. Yeah, I just came from there. That just kind of made the game unplayable, in my opinion. I got pretty far in it though, but I never finished it. I think at some point I looked at like a YouTube video of how it ended or whatever, but or was there a save already on the cartridge? And I think I beat it like that. Yeah, that's what it was. There was a save on the cartridge, and I beat the final guy like that. But I got pretty far though before that though. I saw a good amount of the game. But yeah, just those dungeons suck, man. It's like first person view, but kind of like Doom back in the old days on the computer. Like you're just kind of walking down a hallway, and every single hallway looks exactly the same, and you can't see around the corner. Like, you know, I don't know, man. There's no way to tell. Did I already come down this hallway, or did I? It was a mess, man. So eventually, I really tried to stick it out as long as I could, man. But eventually, it took its toll on me. So I hope someday that they revisit the series and don't deviate too much from how the characters look, and hopefully, you know, good big budget, you know what I mean, and all that. That's my hope for this series someday. I'll go back. This is where I came from. We don't want to, or do we come here? I don't know. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and call it. This is Phantasy Star IV, the end of the millennium for the Sega Genesis. Don't want to come down here again. And this game is definitely deserves to be on the system. In my opinion, the system should be honored to have this game in its collection. And so, anyway, what do you guys think? You guys think that you would rather have another RPG? You guys think that you would rather have part 2 or 3 on here? Let me know. But in my opinion, man, this is one of the greatest RPGs ever made. And with that, thank you guys for revisiting this game with me, and I will see you soon.